Good evening. How's everyone doing tonight? I hope everyone has had a good week. Mine was pretty uneventful up until this morning. Because, like, I realized that, like, oh, instead of repairs, I'm going to be on tickets all day. So I was doing that, and I was kind of tasked with cleaning up my my coworker's office. So basically, oh crap, I knew I forgot something. One second. I was tasked with cleaning up my coworker's office because, you know, he's transitioning to a completely remote position. Like he's moving back home with his folks because his folks are getting on in years, and like you know, he wants to be there and take care of them, you know, and I really respect that. I really respect that a lot, you know. And I'm just thankful that, like, you know, he's not like completely gone from the company, like. So I mean, that's it's just a really good thing, But like, it sucks. It sucks because, like, you know, he's not really at the shop anymore. You know, we don't get to hang out with him, like, and BS with him and stuff, and like it's just. I miss the dude. I miss him. Ooh, Seribot's quick on the draw. Oh my gosh. Ahty's face broke again. I'm not broken anymore, though. I'm not broken anymore. But holy heck. Welcome on in, folks. Welcome on in. Not now, I was gonna say. I guess that's true. So, yeah, so I was cleaning out his office. Like, you know, because he's the only person kind of in our tech group who has an office, or who had one, you know. And I was in there and I was cleaning it out and stuff like that. And it was kind of a somber day for me. It was kind of a somber day, and then like the tickets made it go by pretty quick because I was really busy with that, and it made me realize that I kind of took the dude for granted quite a bit, because that's what he did. He did the tickets. He did the tickets and the customer service and chats and stuff like that. He did that sort of thing. And I worked on repairs, and I focused on managing our team. And yeah, now that he's not doing the tickets, at least he wasn't doing the tickets today. I was like, oh my God, what the fuck? I've got so many things to do. And it was just, so I was completely off Twitch. I wasn't haunting chats or anything like that because I quite frankly didn't have time for it. But I expect all that to change Monday. So we'll see. Let me go through the list here real quick because I know Winterwolf gifted 5 gift subbies. Let's see. Winterwolf, thank you so much for that tier 1 gift sub to Olbom. Liberty, good bean. Garukin. Zeal11284 and Lelia Goob. Holy heck. Winterwolf, thank you so much. I appreciate you so very much. Thank you. And let me go through the list here real quick. Ryu, welcome on in. Thank you so much for popping in and modding for us yet again. Seribot, welcome on in. Thank you so much for keeping us all safe. And Mike, hello. Welcome on in. It's nice to see you in the stream. It's nice to see you here. Welcome on in, and thank you so much for subscribing, too. Thank you so much. And Psyche, good dear. We love Psyche around here. Thank you so much for the tier 1 resub. 4 months now. Thank you so much. Sammy Beans, welcome on in. Gosh, I love Sammy Beans. Welcome. Winterwolf, thank you so much again, and it's so nice to see you. Hello. Let's see. Scroll. Drock, hello. Welcome on in. Ruffy, hello. Welcome. Ruffy! And Dozy, I saw you. Pop in, too. Welcome on in. Nice to see you. Anomaly, hello. Welcome on in. Fury, hello. Poji, hello. Welcome on in. Artie, hello. Nem, nice to see you. Hello. But can you see why Ahty likes Bush's baked beans? I do, but I don't. Let's see. Savrin, hello. Welcome. Nice to see you. It's some very chill music coming out of OC Remix right now. I like it. Nova, hello. Welcome on in. Nice to see you. I finally got to use my new model in VR. Ooh, how do you like it? I do not know how I'm awake right now, but Ahty stream! Yes, gosh, dear, thank you so much. Psyche, it's so nice to see you. Holy heck. Welcome on in. Yes, so tonight we're playing Final Fantasy XIV. We're doing more Endwalker MSQ, and I can't wait. I cannot wait. I do have to tell you folks about a new little thing that I implemented, actually pretty much this morning. So, I know, like, you know, sometimes clipping stuff is a real hassle. So I added something. That will enable you guys to just kind of place a little marker on my VOD. It's not anything anyone else can see other than me when I go to like look at the highlights and stuff like that. But what it does is it plants a Twitch marker on the VOD that I can refer to. I can refer back to later. So, if you don't want to clip stuff, if you don't want to, like, miss what's going on, because I know clipping can kind of, when you're doing a little cropping thing, and you got to find the exact right spot, if you just want to, like, basically put a digital post-it note at a timestamp on my stream for that day, that'll get me to go back and look at it, whether it's, like, you know, a really, like, you know, impactful part, or if it's something super funny, or something like that. You can just grab a little digital push pin and just pop it right there. So in order to do, before I tell you how it works, well, before I tell you how to do it, I just ask you please use it sparingly, because I don't want to wake up and start going through my VODs and have like 20 kajillion pins, because then I'll kind of have to rein it in and put limits on it and stuff like that. But yeah, it's just like, you know, hand you folks the reins, and give you the ability to put like little bookmarks here and there and stuff like that on stuff that you think is funny. Every now and then, you know, when I'm going through it, I will look at each individual one, and if it's something that I want to clip or something like that, I will definitely do it. So, Rising Advent, hello, welcome on in. Look at like Mario Maker's stages death markers. Oh my god. Oh. So basically that function is exclamation point clip. CLIP. But, and again, just use it if something funny happens and you want me to look on it later. But anyway, I should probably kill the music and we should probably get to playing some video games, huh? Yeah, I guess we should do that. Let me do that real quick. There we go, and we kill that music, because it sounds weird. There we go. Returns sends mugger perfume. Oh, wow. Artie, I am oddly curious. I'm curious. But let me join chat here real quick. Let me do that.
I think actually I remember.
Yeah, you're at the edge of where it says the paprika can be found.
Hi, Ahty.
No creatures, huh?
Ahty.
Hello.
I barely hear you. Let me turn you up. We're harvesting paprika.
Harvesting paprika?
Yeah, because it turns out it's used in a lot of good recipes all the way up to level 100. So it's valuable.
Oh, nice. Hell yeah.
Oh no.
Where to Ahty?
Ahty made a party. Oh no.
Was I not?
Ahty can't join the stream party now.
Okay, well, you know, if somebody had thought to invite me to the party.
Yeah, and me. He was been here for ages.
Online half an hour ago.
Hold on, let me disband. Let me leave this one.
Okay. So I do have to ask the question.
Yeah.
Which question?
How much notice would y'all need for me to be a part of the party. Considering I'm the streamer.
I don't know, maybe be online in the game?
But
Streamer privilege.
Okay, so
I can't invite an offline person.
So just give me a number. Do I need to be online like an hour beforehand? Do I need to be online 24 hours before the party invite happens? Or
Absolutely.
I genuinely would like to know.
Goes on.
Do you feel gaslit yet?
You're a fucking fungus, man. I'm going to the great work, Poji. See ya. Screw
I'm
this
gonna hit the
paprika
last-
bullshit. There's an Ahty waiting.
Last 2 nodes, and then I'm gonna go to the Ahty.
Gonna get the paddle later. Wow. Oh, that's a paddling.
Wow.
Don't forget to invite. Oh yeah. Okay, you got Ruffy. You got Ruffykins.
Yeah.
Ruffy who? I only see a Rarazan Gokozan.
I'm actually going to be changing my character's name soon.
No. I like this one.
Peter, the horse is
Peter.
here.
The horse is here. It's true, I am.
Thank you. Gosh, I love being blown up. Oh, I forgot about this. I forgot.
Gosh, I love being blown up.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Puts you in a corner.
You sure do have a balanced team here. A tank, 4 DPSs, and a gatherer.
I've got
Well, you
some
know,
corn.
The war effort needs their gatherers.
Sus as fuck. I guess I should do that.
There we go. Yeah, okay.
Ahty is a little bit sussy.
Just a little bit.
Ahty.
Yeah.
So I discovered something really important.
Yeah.
Really important.
Really
okay?
important. More important than eating corn the long way. I did that to myself.
Ahty, listen.
Yes. Yes.
I discovered the important thing
Yeah.
is that you're a bard, but you ain't got no music.
I do. Ooh, I do have orchestrations. Or orchestrions.
Yeah. So I made a bunch of them.
Ooh,
The
thank
second
you.
one there, Ahty already has.
Ahty already has.
How do you know if I have it?
If you
Check
cursor
mark?
over it, there's a check mark. So,
Oh,
So
I
there's another
see.
one?
I see.
so there's another one that I can give you, but I gotta split the stack first. Let me go ahead and do these 2.
Okay.
And hopefully you don't already have this one. Let me split the stack. Because
You don't
the other day,
back, you can just.
it wouldn't let me
Your
do it
one.
while I was in the trade menu.
Well, that's because when you try to trade it, it tells you to pick a quantity. So you would just type 1.
The other day, just for shits and giggles, I'm like, I got all these faded orchestrion rolls. I want to make as many of them as I can.
So that's
it'll
how
be
you do
fun.
that.
Yeah, you have to be an alchemist and do
Yeah, it's an
master
alchemy
alchemy.
thing.
Ah, I see.
The fuck did I get this?
I want to see if I can find one for the long fall.
The long
can have-
fall?
Yep, so I can have the twinning playing in my hotel room.
Oh, yeah. I kind of want to do that dungeon again. Not tonight, but I kind of want to do that dungeon again.
That is such a good dungeon. The music, the lore, it's amazing.
Is it called the long fall?
Yeah.
The name of the song is The Long Fall, yeah.
Yeah. Artie,
Or A Long Fall, something like that.
Yeah. Yeah,
Artie, you could hold the cob vertically and chew, or you could just swallow it all in one go.
Wow.
I typically like the swallowing one.
That's a power move right there.
Yeah.
Which one, Poji?
Wink.
What? Which one?
Oh no, wait, that one's Mog Station, that one's Mog Station, and that one's Mog Station. So you need to get the one that is in the twinning.
Yeah, I figured it was probably in the dungeon itself. I
Oh,
probably have to
God,
run
I
the
wish I could.
dungeon.
I wish I could close my
No, it
eyes
does
all the
not.
way.
It doesn't give you a faded, it just gives you the actual orchestra.
Oh,
Artie's permanently awake.
Yeah,
Audie's got too much coffee.
Wow. I only had my morning cup today. I didn't have
Oh,
any
that was too
afternoon
much.
coffee. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna read. I'm gonna read because yeah, people are certainly not here for my sense of humor.
I'm here for that.
I'm here for Hildebrand's sense of humor.
I'm gonna read. All right. All right. Here are our Hamza, Ahty. If the creatures look familiar, it is because they are close kin to your Eorzean dodos. Hamza have long been kept as livestock in Thavnair, and many a hatchery may be found here. Alas, the largest of these was recently raised by monsters from the tower. On account of said hatchery being situated near the tower, the Radiant Host repurposed its remnants as an outpost. That is where my errand takes me, and your own destination is but a stone's throw away. If you have no objections, let us make for the outpost. We set forth at your word. Word. They're Hamas. Hamas a turkey. You are ready? Then let us depart. You need only ride and relax. My bird and I will take the lead for yours to follow. Mount the Hamas. Wow. Alright. So, quick. Do not mount your Hamas when you're live on stream. Just saying.
This riding pose is ridiculous.
Yeah, just a little.
Especially since I have such long legs.
But aren't you also wearing a robe?
I am also wearing a robe, and so is Ahty.
So...
Did it just splayed out hilariously?
Yeah.
So
like
why
after
don't...
10 minutes on one of these, like you would just never be able to walk properly ever again.
Why are these birds so caked up?
They really are.
Dodos.
Thick dodo.
They're just... They're... Okay, Squeenix does not need to, like, incorporate this much detail into, like, a flightless bird's ass, really. It does not need to jiggle like that. Really, this was unnecessary.
That should be applied to the player's ass, not a bird's.
True.
True.
Nice butt, Ahty.
Thanks,
We
I
are
made it
not
myself.
nearly caked up enough.
You have the technology
Caked up
to
lava
give me
fell.
the thickness, and you don't?
I'm down with the thickness. I could be reading what's in the box over here. They're trying to show me... He's trying to show me around Thavnair, and I'm just like, you know, making ass jokes.
It was going by too fast for me.
Yeah. Well, when it's showing in the little window up at the top, it's also showing in the chat window over on the left. So if it disappears on you, you can glance down at your chat window and read the rest of it there. All right, more Whedon. And here we are. Manned by the Radiant Host, this outpost is our first line of defense against the tower. Yep, there it is. Well, well, who should it be but young Varshan? On an errand for the Satrap? I am. His Excellency bade me come to collect your report. He also wished to express his heartfelt gratitude to the brave men and women of the Radiant Host for their unflagging dedication. We simply do our duty, but we are honored to receive His Excellency's regard. And yet, for his boundless benevolence, his treatment of one so young could be regarded as callous. Though we have enjoyed relative peace and calm these past few days, this remains the front line of battle, no place for children. Your predecessor too often traveled alone. It's been, what, 2 years now since you took over? I wonder how the fellow is faring. Like those before him, he went on to represent the Satrap in foreign lands. Wherever he may now be, I am certain he is well. As for myself, I assure you that all I do of my own volition, and gladly. I pray you do not think ill of His Excellency. Certainly not, lad. Whatever happens, my faith in the satrap is unwavering. But still, I worry for you. We would be overcome with sadness if something were to befall you, for you are as a little brother to us all. Take care, do you hear? I will, Navdeen. Thank you. And who might this be? Not Hanish by the look of her. Permit me to introduce Ahty Squeegee of the Eorzean contingent, come to assist me in the making of the talisman. From Eorzea, you say? Towers have appeared over there too, yes? Tell me, what is the situation like? May I suggest that you exchange information with our soldiers? Both parties would stand to learn something of value, I believe. An excellent idea. Given the unprecedented nature of the threat, some of ours are understandably anxious. We would be glad for any tidings you can share. You two, bring Varshan the latest report and answer any questions he may have. All right.
But you don't in these cutscenes. It's really weird.
Oh,
You're really weird.
Wow.
It's true.
There's 3 different people to talk to.
All right. Let's go.
Pick who goes first.
I'm gonna weed.
I'm Hoodie.
Ah, I've heard about you. The visitor from Eorzea. Is there anything you can tell us about the Telophoroi? We know that they're the ones behind the tower, and that they've declared war on the whole world. But why are they doing this? What is it they want? This we don't understand. What? They want to die? And take everyone with them? What madness is this? Well, you can bet we won't let those bastards have their way. We'll fight them with everything we have, like our Eorzean and Far Eastern brothers. You wish to know about the tower? To be honest, we know little and less about it ourselves. This Tower of Zot, as folk have taken to calling it, suddenly appeared where it did on the Isle of Narunir. We're safe from its influence at this distance, but go too far into the water, and you'll expose yourself to its corrupting ether. You're a foreigner, aren't you? How are they dealing with the tower in your homeland? Nice. Our struggles are not unique, then our hopes still lie with the talisman. We must keep the monsters contained until they're ready. Alright, that's 2. It occurs to me I have yet to properly introduce our company. We are the Radiant Host, a military order under the Satrap's command. Our duty is to preserve peace in the land, be it patrolling the streets or dealing with heretofore unknown threats such as now. We train hard, and admit only capable warriors to our ranks. Even so, we've struggled to contend with the fiends from the tower. Though... Waffle? Smallest Waffle, hello. Waffle, welcome on in. Thank you so much for the raid. How was your stream? How was Final Fantasy XIV? Hold these, I shall. I shall. I shall hold your faithful waffleites gentle like Borger. Well, yeah. Small waffles get 2 shout-outs in this stream. Come on, Ryu, you know that. Oh. But Smallest Waffle, thank you so much. What were you doing in Final Fantasy XIV? Although, Please be vague if it's a spoiler. But holy heck. Welcome on in, Raiders. My name is Ahty. I am a trans-free gamer from Oregon, and I mainly play RPG games. Tonight we're playing Final Fantasy XIV with some heckin' good friendos. We're slowly making our way through the main story. We started into Endwalker a little over a year ago. We started in A Realm Reborn a little over a year ago, and we're currently just kind of at the start of Endwalker. This has been a long road, but it's been so much fun, and these folks have been super, super patient with me, with all my little, nuances and stuff like that. But holy heck. But folks, the community here, we're all pretty chill, laid back, we're all friends. That sounds like your jam. Please feel free, kick up your feet and relax. Enjoy the show. You can chat, lurk, do whatever you want to do. You can even drop a follow if you would like, although that's not required. But regardless of what you do, you're heckin' welcome here, and you're valid. And some endgame raid prep, and then some more alt leveling. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. We're getting there. Maybe someday we can do some endgame stuff with y'all. That'd be amazing. Standing in the rain. I love the rain. I set fire to the rain. Alright. I am going to continue reading, though. But Smallest Waffle, make sure to get your self-care stuff going on. Grab yourself a drinky and a snack and get cozy. And thank you so, so much for the raid again. All right. Though we succeeded in striking them down on the 2 occasions they came in force, we had to pay a heavy price. What of the towers in Eorzea? Do they likewise spawn monsters? So it's much the same everywhere. With every nation struggling, we cannot expect calls for outside aid to be answered. Alright. Where am I supposed to go now? Oh, Varshan. Alright, there we go. Finished speaking with the soldiers, have you? I hope it was as enlightening for you as it was for them. As a neutral nation and trading hub both, Radzat ordinarily receives a steady stream of news from abroad. Alas, this stream dried up when trading vessels stopped coming. Amidst the dearth of information, everyone will have been grateful for your account. But come, you had best see to your original errand, as mine will keep me here a while longer. However, I'm afraid I cannot guide you the rest of the way. Worry not, the path is straightforward. You need but follow the road east. Upon the Hamza, you will arrive before you know it. Brief though it was, I enjoyed our time together. Till we meet again. Alright.
So we're not in any trouble.
It's time again to ride the booty word.
Don't stare at its ass.
Did you talk to Varshan?
Yep.
Oh.
Don't
I'm
stare
gonna
at its ass.
How can I not stare at its ass? Well, I did talk. I talked to Varshan.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You did. You did.
Why?
So you can just ride.
I have to. Because I didn't realize you'd already talked to him.
I have
Oh.
no idea where we're going.
Yeah, it doesn't really have a quest marker, does it?
Oh no,
He
wait,
said
hold on.
East.
Just
We-
follow the path back to the breakwork, I
Just
think.
follow the road.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
just
see
yeah,
it.
yeah, exactly what Ruffy said. Shut up and follow the road, all right?
found it.
Not, maybe not. Oh, right. Okay.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I
I'm
put a
kidding.
flag in-
For legal
I put a flag
reasons,
in the
I'm
chat.
kidding.
I put a flag in the chat.
Gosh, I
Go
love.
there.
Gosh, I love
This
flags.
is where we were getting all of our paprika.
Yeah.
Paprika for the poppycock.
In fact, the quest marker is right next to the paprika.
Being called for something. I'm going to set myself to follow Ruffy, and I'm gonna go see what I'm being called about.
Okay.
Lefty, my life is in your hands. Do not throw me into danger. I'm trusting you. Be
I
nice.
have great power.
With great power comes great responsibility.
I have to actually dismount here, otherwise I have to go all the way back. That's dumb.
I'm a Lalafell. I can't legally be responsible for anything.
Oh, that's right. Well, you're legally
Just-
responsible for keeping the door open.
True.
I mean, you're
Doorstop.
you're holding the door.
Ruffy holds the door open and Ahty holds the floor down.
This is true. Without without these things, the world would be thrown into utter chaos. I'm gonna weed. Actually, I think we're gonna give Vera like 30 seconds. Yeah, let's just give Vera just a little bit of time.
Cool. I can mine more paprika.
I guess getting dismounted means that the auto follow stops working.
Oh no.
I think it's funny that if based on the text, the bird did not want to carry us. And as soon as we got here, it just unceremoniously dumped us and ran off.
Probably because we were staring at its ass too much.
Speak for yourself.
What, you weren't looking you weren't looking at bird ass the entire time you were riding?
No.
Whatever, yes you were. You beheld the dumpy and you were like,
I think there's a couple of bear mounts in this game as well, which are also like massively caked up.
I will have to behold them for myself and be the judge. Oop, okay, Vera's back. Alright, I
They
shall
cancelled the auto follow. I'm sorry, Bear.
I'm gonna weed.
We
Hi, this is indeed the Giant Skull grounds, and I am Zenuha. Is there something you require? Giant Skull for the alchemists, you say? But of course they shall have it. They labor tirelessly to deal with the tower, and 'tis the least we can do to provide them with the materials they need. Here you are, a sack of the purest giant skull. We always set some aside for our alchemist friends. When you deliver it, let the good folk of the great work know we're grateful for their efforts. If they need more, they need but ask. Right. Perfect. Perfect. Alright, now we can go back the normal way. Alright. I'm sad that nobody noticed yet.
Noticed what?
Noticed I did a thing that y'all make fun of me for every single fucking stream. And I did
my
it.
Fucking
Clean your
God, I see it.
I
Your
did.
inventory.
I did it, and like
It says gay now.
it does, and you're the first person to say that.
It says what?
Ahty, there's something wrong with you, and I love it.
What do you mean there's something wrong with me?
You
I'm
know,
very
you're
proud
right.
of you.
There's something right with you.
My
Anyway,
inventory says gay.
Poji.
Oh, aha, aha.
Poji.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
What?
I know you're looking at Katana over there.
Looking at what? Oh,
Drop it.
I noticed them, but that's not
Nice.
a priority right now.
Yeah.
Why the fuck y'all... Why y'all beefing?
Who's
You
beefing?
don't want this.
I love beef.
You
Yeah.
don't want this.
I love beef. Beef is good.
Charlie's
Fuso,
going
hello,
off that
welcome on in.
bear ass.
Oh, that's your inventory? I thought it was light bright. Well, it kind of does look like light bright. It really does look like that. But yeah,
I
that's
must
like,
say, I've never seen anyone do that before. So
what, spell out
that
a
was-
word?
yeah,
God, I'm so much stronger than these enemies. They gave me 44 experience points.
Artsy Heartsy, thank you so much for the Prime resub. 2 months, hell yeah. Artsy, how are you doing tonight? I hope you're well. Could I get a shout out for Artsy Heartsy, please? Artsy is a good hacker. Artsy Heartsy.
Is there a fartsy artsy?
That's the Picardo account.
Lamau.
Lamau. Stardew. Oh. Oh, was that regular Stardew or was it modded Stardew?
Why
Was
would you
it
want to play a
Purdue?
version of Stardew that doesn't have Ahty in it?
I bet you it was Purdue.
I still have. I have to play Furdew myself.
You do. You have to meet you.
Modded
meet
Stardew.
yourself.
It was Furdew. Nice.
You
Hell
should
yeah.
meet yourself.
You should meet yourself.
Wait. Is Ahty the first or second character you meet?
Lewis comes to your house first.
Okay. So Ahty's the second character you meet.
Because I'm a big number 2. Get it? I'm just kidding.
Because the first 2 people to come to your house is the mayor and the carpenter, and you're the carpenter.
I'm the carpenter. I work.
40% speed run. All right, done.
I am very
Start
skilled
the
with.
game. I found Ahty.
Okay, great stream rates. I'm red.
The Afro percent speed run takes a little while longer.
I actually think it's pretty cool, Ahty, that your character is one that's so important to progression of the game.
I
That's
didn't even
awesome.
read what that blue quest wanted me to do. I just grabbed it because Aether Current.
I didn't even
Understood.
realize. Oh wait, that one? I already did that one.
I'm gonna weed. Weed. All right, let's do it. Ah, welcome back, Ahty. Dare I hope you have the Giants goal? We do have the Giants balls. I mean, goal. Oh my, such fine specimens. Thank you. Thank you so much for bringing these. We now have everything we need to make our next prototype. One that should be capable of passing our most rigorous tests. When it is ready, it will be time for the true test. So please, take your ease while you can. Gosh, this game is so pretty.
I see our taskmasters have allowed you a moment's respite as well. You have to hand it to these alchemists. They are determined to see this endeavor of theirs succeed. I've never been one for blind optimism, but I sincerely get the sense they're close to a breakthrough.
Darius, welcome on in.
They had better be, or all this effort was for naught.
The peoples of Eorzea, of the Far East, of Thavner, children of this star united in common cause against a dire threat. Yet ere they succumbed to suicidal madness, were not the Telophoroi born of her body as were we? They who cling to life and the promise of the morrow's dawn, against they who desire death and an ending of their own orchestration. The victors of this war alone will hold the right to answer the question of existence, of its meaning, and its worth.
Thank you.
Poetic and ominous to a fault. That said, if it's an existential debate in nature, then our arguments might not be as persuasive as you'd think. Fandaniel wants to die and take everyone with him in an orgy of pain and suffering. An utterly vile and unforgivable idea.
That was certainly a sentence. That was a sentence. Fandaniel wants to die and take everyone with him in an orgy of pain and suffering. Wow. That is a statement.
And yet, and spat upon by fate and wailing in the deepest pit of despair, who among us can say they have not entertained similar thoughts? There are nights black as pitch, bereft of hope. No words of comfort can reach you. And it's all you can do to grit your teeth and choke back the bile.
The more you see and suffer life's injustices, the more difficult they become to bear. Vengeance is nurtured in similar soil. Though your anger has a broader focus, the sentiment is much the same. A fervent desire to destroy others, to see them drown in torment, as you have.
That about sums it up. The will to endure is not always as strong as the urge to burn it all down and salt the earth. Survival be damned. It's a struggle, often close and brutal.
Indeed. Well, I, for one, shall pray survival proveth more appealing in the end.
As will I. Besides, our chances are much improved when we've the company of others committed to the cause of life. Our vengeful dragoon here is proof of that.
Oh.
What is it? What did you see? Fandaniel, are you sure? If he knows we've been working on a countermeasure.
Oh, he knows.
It holds. The vessel holds! This is the one!
At long last! Look! We have finally created a talisman strong enough to withstand our experiments! We've named it a warding scale for the time being. With this in your possession, your soul should be completely shielded from corruptive ether.
Afforded such protection, any one of us may approach the towers without fear. Thou hast mine admiration. 'Tis an invention of historical significance.
I thank you for your kind words. But I would prefer you keep them unsaid until we test the talisman's efficacy in the field. It is for the next stage of our plan that we summoned you in the first place, to accompany me to the Tower of Zot. Should the scale prove effective, as I very much hope it will, then you'll have little to do. But should the effect be weaker than anticipated, I must ask that you restrain me, or knock me senseless.
Let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Either way, we are fortunate to have you with us.
Nidana, Ahty, are you certain you wish to do this?
Don't snooze it.
If others are to trust our creations, then we must have faith in them first. And as the senior researcher, it falls to me to lead by example. But should I fail to return, then learn what you can from this attempt and apply it to the next. Our work must continue. Is that clear?
We'll keep an eye on the place while you're away. Assuming Fandaniel is lurking about, there's no telling what mischief he has in mind for us, or you. Be on your guard.
Shall we be on our way? I'll have one of the soldiers at the hatchery prepare us a boat, and we can set out from the northern shore. I'll see you there.
Okay, folks, I have a 3-minute ad break that's going to pop in like 5 seconds, so I will see y'all on the backside of that. BRB? Welcome back from ad hell. All right, let's finish this. Oh wow, we were right. We were right at the end. Ah, it's fine. It's fine. All right, now where do we need to go? Speak with Nadana. Okay.
In bricks.
Ba 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 ba.
Ba 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 ba. We're talking about bricks.
Brick. I love Nadana.
Punch someone with a brick on your face.
Brick punch is the initiative.
Ahty's so big.
Thank you. Wow.
Ahty's so big, large, huge. Oh my god.
Big large.
I like it when you do that because I have you like full screen on one of my monitors, so I just like had full screen of Ahty's face.
Ahty.
What you doing, Ruffy?
Ahty.
What you doing? 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 What you doing?
I'm playing video games.
Ahty, don't go that way.
Why not?
Just no.
Because why?
Go to the beach.
Why would I go to the... Okay.
Because everyone goes to the beach at
The quest is on the beach.
night. Oh.
Poji's taking the long way.
I'm taking the scenic route. Shut up.
I'm taking the route like I like my corn. The long way.
Ahty keep coming back to the corn. Okay, Ahty?
Ahty's just
Ahty hungry for the corn.
I'm hungry for the cron.
The crawl.
Pardon me. I need to kill
getting
this.
pornographic. You stop fighting that. We got places to be.
I got 3 sacks of nuts.
Nice nuts, baby.
See, now y'all are just baiting me. This is
Quite
all...
masterfully.
Not our fault. We
No,
didn't name it.
don't do that, Vera. Don't you do that. No, no, no.
I ain't doing nothing. I'm being fucking prejudiced. Whatever, I don't know.
Ah, yes.
You're being mean to me.
No, y'all are being mean to me.
What? Elephant mom.
Yeah. All right, I weed. 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 This is a rather finer boat than I had expected, but I won't complain. All that remains is to board and be on our way. Oh, and if I should become corrupted, do not stay your hand. Of course, I pray it does not come to that, but you must protect yourself. Other alchemists can fulfill my role, but you and your blessing are one of a kind, and perhaps our only hope for toppling this tower. For all our sakes, do not hesitate to do what must be done, whatever that may be. Well, the longer I draw this out, the more nervous I become. Let's be off. All right, I'm clicking yes.
Let's go.
We should soon cross the threshold of the tower's influence. Any moment now. It's working! And you are still yourself? Then I'd like to see how it fares closer to the tower if we could. So far, so good. The scale's protection appears to be holding. If we can just make it to the tower's entrance. A few more steps. Praise be to the sisters, we made it! And the scale has proven itself to be everything we hoped it would be. Now we can focus on production. Once we've equipped and returned with an entire survey team, this menace will soon give up its secrets. What?
No!
Oh, let me go! Oh, let me go! Oh!
Oh, do calm down. You'll only hurt yourself thrashing about like that.
Stop! Oh, you can't do this! Please!
A little late for heroics, I'm afraid.
Wow.
The similarities are striking. My! Such hostility! Never before has my artistry so displeased. My patrons of old would have positively squealed in delight, though, between you and me, I find gushing praise exhausting.
Patrons of old?
Allow me to tell you a story. Surely you've yet to hear the one about Van Daniel, the sundered Ascian.
Sure, why not, I guess.
I inherited the position and the soul of the Van Daniel who sat on the convocation in the time of the final days, theoretically speaking. Practically speaking, that fact is of no consequence. I was born and lived as, well, me. Eventually, I was recruited into the Ascians and imbued with the former Van Daniel's knowledge and memories, but I never felt that they were truly a part of who I am. How to explain? Perhaps if I told you who I was before my Ascian embrace, although that chapter too is a past I've long since discarded. I have it on good authority you've poked your nose into an Allegan ruin or two. Yes?
Maybe just a few.
Then I expect you've heard of me. The old me.
Armor, at your service. Imagine a nation of unbridled prosperity. Every need met, day after day of unbroken, unshakable peace. Existence fulfilled and ripe for decay.
You are a genius without peer, Amon. However do you conceive of such delightful experiments? That fool was beside himself with panic when he awoke with the head of a bull. Even his cries for help emerged as so guttural lowing. Oh, the memory of it. My poor sides. My friends and I were so consumed by laughter we struggled to breathe.
No more than entertainment for bored wastrels ignorant of its worth. My all-consuming work. But it was not their only indulgence. For they were ever hungry for stimulation. Slaves to the slightest hint that amusement was afoot. Our nation was ailing, but I would see the poison purged. I resurrected a legend, our first and greatest emperor. And just as I had planned, he set our wayward empire back on the path of conquest. An inexhaustible ambition carried us onwards. Always onwards.
Emperor
Yet,
Zand.
He who delivered to us such glory was not to be satisfied.
Heed me, Armon. No matter how vast one's empire, or full one's treasure vault, all is rendered meaningless by death. In the end, all is lost.
You know as well as I that the Emperor stands to lose this war, and so I have come to claim you. For while your methods leave something to be desired, we cannot deny the results of your work. And as fortune would have it, the seat of Fandaniel, your rightful seat, lies vacant and waiting. Take your place amongst your peers, rather than die a pointless death amidst the ashes of your doomed nation. Send one of your clones to the Crystal Tower that you might see for yourself. See what lies ahead.
The fall of the Empire affirmed the truth. Majestic and tragic, as the Emperor foresaw. Scheme as you like, build as you will, nothing endures. What is life but a brief jaunt ending in emptiness?
So easily distracted. Why, I almost left without saying farewell. As for your friend, you needn't worry. These pawns are far more useful to me alive as fuel for the primals. If you attempt to pull them free, they will die. So, enjoy tackling that conundrum with your comrades. We shall meet again! Not in one of these minor spires, oh no, but somewhere more suitably grandiose. Your favorite playmate is ever so eager to see.
Ah, yes. Yep. This place is like something out of like an H.R. Geiger picture. Seriously. I gotta head to bed. I'm about to pass out. Aw, it's alright. It was so nice to watch you live. You got such a cozy voice to listen to. And this place feels so comfortable. Enjoy the rest of your stream. I shall. Thank you so much, Mike. Thank you so much for coming by and hanging out with us. Hopefully it won't be the last time. But just in case though, I am streaming with Yori tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. PST. You and Psyche are more than welcome to attend. But before I go, Mike, thank you so much for the 5 tier 1 gift subs. Thank you so much. One going to Chris Hybrid. I know that bean. Nebula Aurora. Jacko's 77. Green Drag. And Dayglow Panda. Thank you so much, Mike. Thank you so much. So many more subscribers. Mike, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I hope you all have a wonderful night. Have a good night, and hopefully see you tomorrow. Good night, Mike.
The Great Serpent quest and the Viera quest, right?
I didn't finish it. Not yet.
Okay, well, go do those. Get the Guitari going.
Ahty, the boat is not solid.
Yeah, the boat's never been solid.
The boat is not real.
You will never have solid boat.
That's okay. That's okay. The boats I have every morning are barely solid to begin with. Did I say that out loud?
I'm trying to understand what that
means. Fury knows what I mean.
Explain. I want to understand.
Okay, when you wake up, Poji, first of all, Poji, do you drink coffee?
Not really.
Okay, so then you won't understand.
All right then.
No, explain.
Well, you won't understand, so why?
Well,
I know about coffee. Just because I don't have it doesn't mean I don't know about it.
Well, you know how it makes you poop, right?
Yeah, it's a diuretic.
I guess.
Yeah. Coffee makes you poop.
Diuretic means it makes you pee, not makes you poo.
Well, it also makes you poo too.
Gives
so
you shits?
No, and it's not really. It's not really. It's not that. But
all your poops boats.
Well, it was. See, it was a metaphor.
I prefer Meta 5s. They're better.
Wow. All right, I'm gonna gather up my past participles here, and I'm gonna read. Okay, BRB. It's weeding time. Weed. No poo, only weed. No, I won't accept that teleport. Ah, you are returned, but where's Mistress Nadana? Minutia Preserve. Just when we had succeeded in making the talisman. I must report this at once. Meanwhile, please return to the great work. All right. Gotta return to the great work. Great work. Great work.
Ahty, you're doing great work.
Poji, you are also doing great work.
Aw, thank you.
Hopefully I didn't piss anybody off with the poop talk.
You didn't piss anyone off?
No, that's okay. That's a joke you made. That's not what I meant.
Poor Nidana, though. I'm mad.
Yeah.
I love how like Stormblood made me feel like, man, I hate that Asahi guy. I hope I never see him again.
Right. Yeah. Well, the thing is though, I don't like his voice.
He's got that thing that Joffrey has in Game of Thrones. If you saw,
it's
like he just really want to punch him.
Yeah.
It's like I recognize that it's technically a different character than Asahi, but it still sounds, looks, and acts like Asahi.
Exactly right. Like.
The thing is though, like this character in Final Fantasy XIV spoiled Asahi beer for me because like every time I go to a place that sells the Asahi beer, I'm like, that motherfucker.
I'm like, I don't
fuck
I don't want this beer.
When I was researching traditional Japanese names for when I was doing my rename, I stumbled upon Asahi and I looked at the meaning of it, and it's like, that meaning would work, but it's a fucking Asahi.
Yep. Honestly, it's like I kind of wonder if like in Japan if it's like a super common name like Jeff. Like it's like basically it's like is Asahi like the Jeff of Japan? It's like it's like so when Fandaniel's like it is I, and we're all like fucking Jeff. Fuck
God damn it,
Jeff.
Steve. God damn it, Steve.
Yeah.
Screw you, Bob.
Bruce, you're such a fucker. I hope you fall on a stick.
God, everyone hates John.
Oh no. Okay.
It'd be hilarious if, by the way, some of these names we threw out as some of the people in chat.
Yeah, but there's probably a Jeff in chat going like,
what the fuck did I do?
I'm sorry, Jeff in chat.
It's like if there are any Jeffs in chat, I mean,
or Bob's, or John, or Bruce,
or Josh. I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry. The Jeff, Josh, John, Bruce, or who have you that we were talking about just now is definitely not you. Y'all are excellent beings. You're very good beings.
I can't believe I'm watching Ahty get cancelled live.
And not Jeff. I'm getting canceled for hating
Ahty
Jeff.
got canceled. What did Ahty do? They said
Jeff's
fuck
everywhere.
Jeff.
Jeff's everywhere are logging out right now.
What did they do? They said fuck Jeff.
Yeah.
Oh no, Jeffgate. Hashtag Jeffgate.
Oh, you know what? That's kind of unfortunate because Bezos.
Oh no.
Fuck Jeff. All right.
Fuck Jeff, man.
Fuck Jeff. Hashtag don't kill me, daddy.
Yeah, we like that Bezos money.
I do like that. I do like the bees money. All right, I read. Enough hating on Jeff. All right. Something's gone awry, hasn't it? What happened? Hiya, Theo. Welcome on in. Could I get a shout out for Sensei Theo? Bezos dollar singular. Yeah, this is true. No, you cannot. And it happens anyway! Hashtag fuck Jeff. So it was Fan Daniel after all. Damn that bastard. I'm sure you wanted to do more, but you were right to return here first. We must tread warily lest we endanger Nidhana and the other captives. First, we must inform everyone of the situation, Nidhana's colleagues included. I'll call them together for a gathering, but I think it would be best if you were the ones to explain. Clip for fuck Jeff. Oh, Nidhana. Can you answer me this? Though Nidhana is trapped in the tower, she's still alive, yes? Then we must make warding scales, as many as we can. The prototype works perfectly. This, Nidhana proved at peril to herself. So let us make more scales, that she and all those who were taken might be saved. Aye, as alchemists, this is how we will help win the fight. My friends, the satrap has been made aware of the tragedy. He offers his heartfelt condolences and reiterates his pledge to provide you with all that you require. To that end, he bade me give you this link pearl, that he may personally discuss the production of the warding scales with you. And for our Eorzean visitors, I bear an invitation. In her report, Mistress Nidhana noted your vital contributions to the talisman's creation. This fact came to the satrap's attention, and in recognition of your deeds, he wishes to meet you. In addition to thanking you in person, he would also discuss further avenues of collaboration. And so, if it is agreeable, will you not accompany me to Rodzit Han for an audience with His Excellency? We should be honored, of course. Closer cooperation between our lands can only be to the benefit of all. Then it is settled. Please come to the gates east of the Giant Skull grounds, and I will show you into the city. Hell yeah.
If it's an inherited position.
He's still too young. And they talked about his predecessor.
Hi, Ahty.
Baba Booey.
Baba Booey.
I think he's like next in line, and so doing some satrap duties.
Ahty's unmuted.
I am unmuted, yep.
So we should stop speculating now.
Yeah. Gosh, I love crabs. I do love crabs. Crabs are good.
Ahty, I'm behind you. No. You know what's not fair, Ahty?
What?
You were looking at that bird's butt, but you're not looking at your own bird's butt. He's gonna feel like you're looking at other birds' butts.
How do you know I'm not looking at my bird's butt? Nugs has a very nice butt, thank you very much.
I can tell.
Gosh, I remember the first time we came to this area and I was like, wow, this place is so colorful and pretty.
It's got a lot of purple.
A very satisfying amount of purple.
I just love the Pasakas. They're just rad looking. I just love their design. That is such a cool
They are
creature
really
design. It's
Yeah,
like
they definitely look like they have a place in a mythos of someone. Well, I don't know if they are like
They
mythical
almost look
Indian
Aztec.
monsters.
They look cool.
yeah, I mean they do look like they do look almost Aztec. You're right, and they're basically they're anthro monster pangolins.
Yeah, I see it.
With 4 eyes rather than just 2. I think it's just a really great design. So,
Oh no, I'm being chased by a jamel. It's like a camel, but it's not.
a jamel. That sounds like something Jeff would say.
I'm not a Jeff, though.
You're not a Jeff.
No, I'm not a Jeff.
Good thing I'm not a Jeff either. Alright, so we're supposed to be going that way, and it's down, right? So, do we just jump off the
You don't
ledge?
jump off the edge because there's an invisible wall. You go back down the hill,
Follow the road.
the cliff around north. You
Alright.
literally cannot jump down. Believe me, I tried.
That's stupid. Alright.
I guess they didn't want you getting there easily or early.
I'm gonna go with early.
Yeah, I can tell because there's an invisible wall here. Poji can see me smashing my face into it.
The guardsman is very sturdy.
His ass is so fat, it blocks the entire gate.
I wish I was sturdy.
Ooh, I see a red marble down there.
Gosh, I love crack. I do love crack. Crack is good.
Ahty, you are sturdy.
Are you sure?
Yeah, especially once you fall over and pin down the floor.
Okay, good point. This
Gosh, I love bunnies.
This oh shit, it's attacking me. Uh-oh.
Oh,
I forgot enemies do that now.
Wait,
Ahty is not immune to aggro anymore.
that's right. I'm the same level as Ahty, so anything that aggroes on me will aggro on them. Oh god, I'm the same level as Ahty.
We
Oh,
are
that's
slowly
uncomfortable.
approaching the range
That's uncomfortable.
where Ahty has to be worried about aggro again.
Oh, it's so uncomfortable. Why is that A mark still there? I'm removing that.
Oh wait. Oh, I have a message from Nem. Whatever could
What
that
did the Nen
be?
do? Hold on, I
Nem?
have to go pick up the Ahty.
Wow, Nem. Ooh. Woo!
Oh, there's a hunt mark.
That might be why it
Is that
attacked
what
me.
it is? That is!
No, it's one of mine. Like, it's just a
Ruffy!
thing.
Wow, wagon.
It's
Summoner.
my favorite mount. L2 is such a precious being. I love
It
her.
really is. I love that little quest line. Like the little hammer.
The jammels really.
And the hat.
The jammels bother me. These
Man,
they bother me. Oh my god, they're attacking me!
Jeans on
Holy
your
shit!
jammels.
I'm very strong as a summoner, at least in my burst phase. Holy shit.
Bananas in
I'm not
pajamas.
even using full 80 gear.
Ahty's like,
Camels
"Fuck you,
wore
Jamel."
jeans. What? would
Fuck you, Jeff.
Fuck you,
Not Jeff
Jeff!
the Jamel.
Jeff the Jamel.
Jeff the Jamel. He's 2 days from retirement.
And now he's
Oh,
a
I'm being
handbag.
insulted.
Wow, I can
God,
mount
this
while
area
I'm.
is gorgeous.
That was the first time I mounted while I was running.
Yeah,
Oh,
that,
I love
they
it.
added that with this patch. That just happened.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
it's one of my favorite new things. As well as like the jog thing after
There's
sprinting.
3 of them now. Yee!
All right, a weed.
Poji has so
A
many
weed.
lives.
All right. All present? Then let us proceed. Owing to the threat of the tower, the city is currently in a state of high alert, and strict restrictions are in place for entry. Though you have been granted special permission, I ask that you remain close to me at all times. Nem, thank you so much for that doodle. It is delightful. I love it. Thank you so much. I wish I could show it on stream, but I think it might be just a little too,
A vast rock squats upon Thavnair, and to its stony surface clings the city of Rads at Han. Ye who enter here are subject to the scrutiny of gods, the gate's most watchful eye. The orb which beholdeth the truth of all things. Pass beneath its hot and piercing gaze, bearing down like a second midday sun. The fragrant haze, a mixture of sweet incense and acrid smoke. The cries of merchants mingled here with lively melodies accented by dancers' feet. Travelers seduced by vivid sound and colors were once swallowed up by patchwork streets. But no such scenes to savor now. To what somber present does that divine eye bear witness?
It's gorgeous.
Here we are, Megaduta. It seems a shame to bring you here directly. Under normal circumstances, it would have been my pleasure to show you the sights.
And it would have been our pleasure to see them. Alas, it seems our tour of the city will have to wait.
I'm afraid so. Come, we should head inside. Your Excellency, may I present our honored visitors?
Ah, splendid. Most splendid. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Ahawan, satrap of Radzat-Han. Our alchemists tell me your assistance was invaluable in the creation of the warding scale. Such deeds ought to be recognized in person. Thus did I have young Varshan convey you here forthwith. On behalf of my people, may I express to you our sincere gratitude.
Not everything went to plan.
I assume you speak of Nidana. A regrettable incident indeed. Her colleagues insist that we honor her wishes and trust in the talisman, that it will be instrumental in saving Nidana and the others. I am eager to hear your opinion on the matter, so let us not stand on ceremony. Come, sit.
I think not. This charade has gone on long enough. Show yourself.
Forgive me, but were you expecting musicians, perhaps? There are no performers waiting in the wings at present, but arrangements could be made if you'd prefer.
Nay, he hath the right of it. The time for artifice is past. Raise the curtain.
As you wish.
You travel as assistants to the students of Valdesian, but you are known to me. Even here have we heard of the scions of the Seventh Dawn. I am Vritra, and for years uncounted hath this isle served as mine abode.
Vritra, of the first brood, sibling to Hraesvelga and Nidhogg.
Aye, mine elder brothers, of Midgard's Sorma's spawn, I was last to hatch.
Well, isn't this a surprise? We were told Radzat Han had an alliance with a dragon. Not that a great worm sat in the Satrap's own hall.
A necessary subterfuge, as the true tale of our nation history illustrates most effectively. In the beginning, the rock upon which our city is built was home to Vitra, and Vitra alone.
Union Jackal, welcome on in. Nice to see you, Bean. I hope you're well.
In time, the ancestors of the Matanga came to the island and established a foothold. But never did they dare disturb the worm's lair. Next to arrive were the Aura. Adopting the example of their Akasodra allies, they too treated Vitra with reverence and respect. And for many years, an understanding between our forefathers and the Great Worm endured. Until marauding heroes from the mainland came, threatening to shatter our peace and tranquility. When it seemed all would be drowned in blood, Vitra himself came forth and quelled the rising conflict. A peaceful accord was reached, and oaths sworn in Vitra's name. Thus began the dragon's governance of the fledgling state, which was to grow into Radzat Han.
But if Vritra is still here, then your position as Satrap is just...
A charade, yes. And one which my family has performed faithfully for generations.
Many envy the Great Worms their power. Were it known that I ruled here, then the fires of war would burn without end. I would not be the flame which consumeth my people. Those few who joined me in laying our country's foundations were, perforce, sworn to secrecy.
Your eye. It was taken.
'Tis here, buried within the semblance of flesh. The body before thee is but a simulacrum, constructed by the finest artisans of Radzat Han. with mine eye nestled within, it doth serve as an inconspicuous vessel for my will.
Ah, that would explain why I felt the presence of a dragon upon our first meeting.
Yeah.
I am woven with wards fashioned to deceive such arcane senses. Though 'twas short-lived, it seemeth thy fusion with my brother hath left thee much altered, Estinian warm blood. From the very first, we sensed the nature of one another, yet did neither one of us bare his fangs. That is all I need know of thee for now.
With my secret thus revealed, I have for you a proposal. Not as a worm of the first brood, but as the ruler of Rad's Adan. With all haste must we take in hand the finished talismans and breach this foul spire. Thence, should it lay within our power, dispel its wicked influence. Yet even with the assurance of the warding scales, the narrow confines of the tower doth limit the size of our force.
And thus denied strength in numbers, thou must choose thy soldiers with care.
Just so. Yet though our radiant host is formidable, I see a surer path before me. Thou and thy comrades have contended with a multitude of primal beings. Most recently, thou didst cast down false gods in Pagalthan and Cartanau, I am told. 'Tis upon that strength I would call. The Scions have proven themselves the most capable, and I ask that you serve as the tip of our spear.
This is very interesting because I just realized he's not talking to us in the dragon language like Hraesvelgr did. He's just using, well, straight up English.
Talismans would, of course, be provided for each of thy companions. And should you agree to this undertaking, more will be provided to make use of as you see fit.
There's no denying it's a dangerous proposition, but the rewards may far outweigh the risk. Just think of what we might accomplish if we could equip all our allies with warding scales. I worry, however, that even the four of us may be too few for what you have in mind. Might we regroup with our friends first to discuss the matter?
'Tis no trifling task that I have laid before you. Go. Steel your hearts and hone your plans. Such time as you require shall be spent in crafting your protective charms.
It seems a quick trip back to Sharlayan is in order.
Wilt thou not lend thine aid?
Whether your request be made as a great worm or the ruler of Rad's Adan, I see no reason to refuse, nor will I.
I am in thy debt.
Huh. Interesting.
FA Path B. It's like, oh, look, there's Bismarck. Well, we'll worry about that later.
Bah, 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 bah.
Reach was so cool.
Right? So
Hi, Ahty.
I was super confused when I just undeafened and I did not find Poji freaking out.
What are you talking about? I thought that was really cool.
Like
But I
Dwagon!
also- to a certain
Dwagon!
extent, I kind of predicted that Varshan in a weird roundabout way, he is the satrap.
You were right on a technicality. He does not hold the title of satrap, but he performed the role of satrap.
It's so funny sitting here with this knowledge and just not being able to say anything. Just
Right?
listening to
Right?
You are
But
legally
also-
obligated to shut the fuck up.
There's I guess this is the part where they're like, hey, so we just gave you this juicy story hook, and now you're gonna have to wait. You got the other path to go do.
Yep.
Like,
yep.
Yeah, we need time to do stuff. So like, do you have anything else that you can do at all? It's like,
Yep.
I guess.
So Ruffy understands how all of my shit has been going, like how I've been feeling for like a fucking year and a half now. I mean, like,
oh my goodness.
oh yeah, wow.
So is saying, attuned to an aetherite unless you like violent nausea.
So before I pick up this next thing and talk to extras and all that, I've got thank you. Yeah, I've got ads I need to do. So I'm gonna do that real quick.
Ow.
I will. BRB. So folks, I'm gonna take a quick 3-minute ad break. I have to do this so we can keep all the pre-rolls away because nobody likes those. So yeah, I will see y'all on the backside of 3 minutes. BRB. All right, we're back. Welcome back from ad hell. Welcome back. Holy shit, was there a raid? Sammy Beans, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome on in. Hopefully I didn't keep you waiting too long. How was Stardew Valley? Were you playing modded Stardew or were you playing regular Stardew? But holy heck, Genevieve, welcome on in. Nice to see you. Yuki, hello, welcome on in. I saw Zoen here too. Zoen, hello. Darkness, hello, welcome on in. Holy shit, Sammy, thank you so much for the raid. And welcome on in, Raiders. My name is Ahty. I am a transferee gamer from Oregon, and I mainly play RPG games. Tonight we're playing Final Fantasy XIV. We're actually just recently got started with the Endwalker expansion. So like we're super early in the game. We're super early. So yeah. The community here, we're all pretty chill, laid back. We're all friends. If that sounds like your jam, please feel free. Kick up your feet and relax. Enjoy the show. You can chat, lurk, do whatever you want to do. You could even drop a follow if you would like, although that's not required. Regardless of what you do, you're heckin' welcome here, and you're valid. I've been here for the past half hour. I'm sorry, Yuki! Stardew was amazing. Fucked around with mods while my goober Darkness Dragoon kept me company. They were playing Death Stranding. Hell yeah! Hell yeah. But Sammy, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm doing pretty well, Yuki. I'm doing pretty well. It was very gay, as it should be. But welcome on in. Welcome on in, folks. I'm gonna undeafen, and we're gonna continue.
Heard some shit.
Y'all ready to continue and stuff?
You want me to go to Charlian?
All right.
I'm gonna talk to Thancrad first.
Thancrad. Okay. I'm gonna weed. I'm gonna weed. All right. Let's talk to Urine J. That we should encounter one of the first brood in such a circumstance. If our course of action is decided, let's not tarry. That meeting took a rather unexpected turn, but we now have a clear objective ahead of us. Let us rejoin our comrades in Charlian and muster a suitable crew for our foray into the Tower of Zot. Oh, and if you haven't already done so, be sure to attune to the Aetheryte here before departing. Unless, of course, you enjoy violent nausea. Alright, I accept the TP. Alright, where do I need to go?
Ahty accepts the toilet paper.
Yep, I did. Are you alright, Ruffy?
I love like Charlene's my favorite city-state music. Both daytime and nighttime.
Fucking wish you could live here.
Nighttime.
Yeah.
Nighttime is my favorite. Nighttime in Charlene.
I'm a sucker for anything with acoustic guitar, really.
Acoustic.
Acoustic.
It's like Riddleshire, but without the goblins. And instead, pretentious bureaucrats.
See,
you played that in an FF14 music video.
I like Idleshire. Idleshire is heckin' awesome.
No, I love Idleshire too.
Yeah, Idleshire is great.
That's where Hildebrand's house is.
Yeah.
That he bought for his son.
And the
gazebo.
And
their gazebo.
Their gazebo, yes. And then the drawings on the wall that just crack me up. Oh my god.
They're just there forever.
Yeah. that whole sequence of events just, oh my god. All right, I'm gonna weed. It's weeding time. Weed. Weed. The conflict between Nidhogg and I is in the past, and though they were brothers, it has no bearing on my view of Vitra. Above all else, he's a leader of men, not an enemy. He would hardly dedicate his life to this endeavor if he bore our kind any good ill will. Bah. Vritra and his alchemists have prepared us for our foray into the tower. What we may accomplish within its twisted halls remaineth to be seen. The Arcasadara, languish in Telophoroi chains, doth forewarn us of the nature of our foe. 'Tis the gods of Thavnair who will be summoned to thwart us. Just as I was getting used to balming Thavnair, we're back to chilly Charlian. Take care not to catch your death, eh? We need you for the battles to come. Now then, your investigation here remains. Well, when that's over, we can take stock of all the developments and discoveries. An unsettling change has come over Charlian, but together we will divine the underlying cause for the Forum's callousness. As I mentioned before, however, questioning the counselors directly is a fruitless endeavor. They seem to have already come to a consensus as to what and how little they are willing to divulge, which is why I began scouring Charlian's archive of historical records for any hint of a connection to the final days. Suffice it to say that progress has been slow. There are only so many dusty pages one can skim in a day. But now that I have this band of willing reinforcements, the search should proceed all the swifter. Let us reconvene outside Numenon, shall we? Exit the annex to the right and you'll find the archives on the western edge of the woods. See, I will show you guys exactly how gay the stream is. I cleaned out my inventory to the point purely because I had an inspiration in my head that I wanted to spell out the word gay in my inventory here. Right here. I cleaned my inventory just so I could spell G-A-Y. Perfection. I don't know how long I'm gonna be able to keep it that way, but I felt the need to, I needed to make it gay. Right. Music? Oh, I didn't undeafen. Okay, there we go. Music!
Which of these do you already have?
I have the first two, but I don't have the third one.
Okay, you can have the third one.
Yay!
Down the up staircase. That makes sense. The one that's actually worth a little bit of money.
Nice. Thank you.
The other ones I think were from Dungan's. I forgot where I got that one.
They should really be charging you like 1,000 apiece for those.
But Poji's not, because Poji nice.
I am Flend.
Yeah, thank you, Poji.
I mean, remember, Vera, that I gave Ahty... We competed for the right to give Ahty an extremely expensive axe.
Oh, that's right. I don't know that Ruffy was around to see that.
No, what happened?
Augmented Sumosis. Me and Poji kind of raced to make it, and Poji won. So I kept mine for myself.
Yeah.
Fucking Marauder, baby.
How are they? Do they cost a lot, or what?
The RSA was 600,000
by itself.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. See that's it right there.
Oh wow, that's
because
really
nobody
nice.
fucking does Hades Extreme. Nobody.
True. No, we don't unless it's like we have to for an event.
But like the weapons are cool and I want them. So
yeah, a lot of VXs have like do unsynced X's, farm the stuff. It's usually worth it in most cases.
Yeah, but he was too strong.
Yeah, he's still
Yeah.
level 80.
He fucking
Hades.
beat my ass.
Hades is still a bitch, even unsynced.
I did a big move twice, and the second one just killed me. She's got some mechanic going on there, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, but the story with Hades and all of that stuff when it came to just like that.
Yeah, no, that shit was good.
That was peak. That was
Dare
really
I
good.
say, bussin'.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Bussin'.
I thought of you earlier.
You thought of me earlier?
Yeah, I went to that Distant World gig tonight. Like the music from Final Fantasy.
Oh shit! Really? That was tonight?
Yeah. They did Tomorrow and Tomorrow from Shadowbringers, and that exact scene was in the video reel, and I was like, it just reminded me of Ahty.
Fuck! I would love to go to that. But I cannot afford a trip to fucking LA.
Look down.
Yeah, it's a bit of a mission.
But like, yeah, I could go to LA or Chicago to see it, but those are the only two dates in the U.S. that's in. It's Distant Worlds. What's interesting about Distant Worlds is that it's the big brother of the concert that I went to a few months ago. So like, what I went to is just Final Fantasy VII Rebirth stuff.
Yeah. I remember that tour. Yeah, I didn't go on it, but
yeah. So like with the concert that you went to, I mean, it was the music of Final Fantasy for the most part, right? But they did like Final Fantasy 16, I think, and also 14.
They do a little bit of everything, but yeah, it was a special. Like 14 and 16 got special longer sets this time round.
Someday I will go to that.
Yeah, no, definitely do. It was such a special night.
Yeah. And that's the thing. It's like the only reason why I went to my the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth concert is because somebody who was a first-time chatter just happened to pop into my stream when I was playing Rebirth and was just like, "I'm so excited for the concert. I'm so excited." And I'm like, "Concert? What?" So like,
And then you ended up going.
Yeah, it's like, and at that point, I stopped what I was doing. I looked it up. I was like, oh fuck, there's gonna be a concert in like a month. So like the next day, I messaged Faulty which is like a really good local friendo of mine, super good friend, and I was like, yo, do you want to go to a orchestra concert? And I was like, I don't know. I don't know if Vi's gonna be into that. And Vi was like, hell yeah! And like they went, and we had a great time. Oh my god, it was so
I am perfectly hidden.
My friend who I went with tonight also went to the 7 Rebirth concerts and said they were amazing.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Pudgy, never mind the fact that you have a class that can literally hide better than this stark white pole that you are.
What are you talking about? I'm perfectly hidden.
All right. If we're gonna play the hiding game, I will hide. I will hide.
Can you climb that ledge? Can you go up there?
I'm not even gonna climb. I'm just gonna do this.
I can go up here. Parkour!
Parkour.
There we go. I'm invisible.
You're right. I can't even see you. Oh wait.
All right. I think I'm probably gonna read, but yeah. But oh my God, Ruffy, I am so jealous you get to go to that concert. Fuck. I will go eventually.
Yes. Well, definitely. You should. You must.
Right. Weeding time. Weed. My directions were easy enough to follow, I hope. In any case, you stand now before the doors of the Numenon, Sharlayan's grandest collection of books and tomes. This building is actually only an entrance, and one of many at that, for the archives of Numenon extend deep beneath the surface like the roots of a tree. The vast halls of the Great Gubal Library pale in comparison to Numenon's endless maze of subterranean chambers. Any citizen of Sharlayan is free to enter and peruse its shelves. Well, most of its shelves. Only Archons are afforded access to certain restricted vaults. I've dispatched Y'shtola and Raha to investigate those. Meanwhile, Alize and Alphino will help me continue my search through the stacks open to the general public. Your status presents more of a problem. As a non-citizen, you are only permitted to browse the first floor here at the entrance. Even so, there should be a number of books which touch upon Sharlayan history or foreign policy. Your task will be to find and study the relevant publications. I promise you, a working knowledge of those subjects will make it far easier to spot and sort the sort of clues we are looking for. Let us be about it, shall we? I've told the others to meet us at the stone benches over there, once they've found some promising tomes. Happy reading! Inside. I love this place. It's so awesome. Alright, here we go. The faded title on the spine reads Stewards of Wisdom. Read the book. Yes. During the chaos of the 6th Umbral Calamity, Archon Nyonkrev, founder of Sharlayan, bore witness to the madness and savagery of men brought to the brink of despair. Upon raising a settlement on an island in the northern Empty, he instructed his people thus: renounce the ways of war and pursue enlightenment through knowledge and reason. The Sharlayans took to heart the words of their savior and thenceforth served as stewards of wisdom. Upon a foundation of accumulated learning, they built a homeland unlike any other, a nation born from strength of minds rather than strength of arms. With knowledge of economics came shrewd trading. With knowledge of agriculture came bountiful crops. Engineering brought wells and sewers, ending squabbles over water. Wealth of expertise could be bartered for wealth and coin. And the more their wisdom spread throughout the world, the more mankind as a whole would thrive. And so it was that no matter the trials and tribulations of the age, the citizens of Sharlayan would live by their founders' teachings. For the sake of a better tomorrow, for the sake of a brighter star, they would eschew the tools of war, and with knowledge deliver the world. Wow. The title on the spine reads Forever 20 Summers. Read the book? Yes. Wee woo! Hello, welcome on in. Nice to see you, Bean. How are you? My beloved seekers of knowledge, have you ever put learning before your health and neglected to feed and rest your body as you should? I, too, once engaged in such foolish practices. But one night, engrossed in philosophical study, I had an epiphany. For all the world's mysteries that drive us to reckless abandon, we have so very few years of life in which to achieve our goals. Thus do I share with you this mantra: I am forever 20 summers young. The number itself is unimportant. You could be 19, or 23, or 40. Whatever age you are when you discover this manual, let that be the age you aspire to remain. Through mindful, healthy living, you will extend the time available to spend upon your chosen research. Another day, another moon, another summer to grasp the greater truths you pursue. In the pages that follow, we will explore the secrets of maintaining one's physical condition from a biological, ethereological, and arcane viewpoint. This book is on the wrong subject. Search for works which contain details in the forum or mention the history of Sharlayan. I shall. I don't know. I have a desire to find Everybody Poops by Dr. Seuss. The title on the spine reads, An Introduction to the Heavens. Read the book? Yes. Have you ever gazed at the skies above and contemplated the mysteries contained therein? I speak not of shifting cloud patterns, but of the vastness beyond, of the sun and the twinkling tapestry of the night. Some think the dome above us to be a finite space, yet amongst the leading thinkers of our age, one scholar's depiction of a boundless sea of stars has firmly taken root. Alas, this heavenly sea remains an unreachable, unknowable destination. There are few indeed who could explain, in satisfactory detail, why our own star is believed to revolve around the sun. It was the technologists of Alleg who came closest to understanding the laws which govern that starry abyss. It was they who launched Dalamud and sought to expand beyond our earthbound existence. Having read of their ancient ambitions, I wonder, has your interest in this field of study waxed or waned? What if I were to tell you that the eternal constellations were arranged differently in the distant past? That their positions continue to shift almost imperceptibly, but measurably as we journey into the future? Would it shock you to learn that the stars drift further and further apart, and may indeed do so forever? Are you eager to learn more? This book is on the wrong subject. Wrong is relative, actually. I'm enjoying reading these. Voice of a Growing City. Okay, that sounds like a good book. That sounds like a right book. In the years that followed the founding of Sharlayan, civic policy and other matters of import were decided at the Ecclesia, a public forum at which every citizen was eligible to speak. As the city's population grew, however, this format became increasingly impractical. The larger number of participants gave rise to ever longer debates, resulting in significant delays of vital resolutions. Various measures were introduced in an attempt to curtail protracted discussions, but in the year 201 of the 6th Astral Era, it was ultimately decreed that Sharlayan would transition to a new form of governance. The nation would now be led by a body of 99 members, citizens chosen from amongst their peers by means of a nationwide vote. Thus was the Forum as we know it today conceived and created. Alright, that's 2 of 3. It's Captain Granville of the red-covered book. Okay. I'm gonna do Roads of Old, the Colony. Many years ago, on the banks of the Thaliac in the Dravanian hinterlands, a Charlian colony once thrived. This settlement was originally established as a mere outpost to study the ethereal sea in the year 1311 of the 6th Astral Era. Scholars dispatched to Eorzea found the facilities wanting, and their demands encouraged a gradual expansion in structures and services. As rumors spread of a growing community of academics, the area was further inundated with Eorzean students hoping to share in the renowned wisdom of the Charlians. 50 years later, the Forum passed a motion to recognize what had become a flourishing town as an official Charlian colony. Eorzean residents took to calling the colony itself Charlian, which led to no small amount of confusion when discussions turned to the subject of the motherland. In response, some Charlian inhabitants, if pressed for a name, would simply refer to it as Emporium. Alrighty, Poji. Following the Exodus, however, goblins and treasure hunters claimed for themselves a corner of the abandoned colony and gave it yet another name, Idleshire. Alright. Looks like this is the last one, actually. The Story of Charlian. It has to be this one. Long ago, on an island in the northern sea, there lived a Rogadan man by the name of Njonkref. Njonkref was a student of astrology, and he divined that a flood of terrifying proportions would soon sweep over the lands of Eorzea. So it was that he built a gigantic ship, assembled a crew, and set sail for that imperiled realm. The flood arrived as foretold, and to their horror, the strangely churning waters drove the people towards the ocean. It was there, however, that Njonkref's crew hauled them aboard his ark, but the danger had not passed. A towering wave approached, threatening to smash the vessel to pieces. With only moments to spare, Njonkref wove a mighty spell of teleportation and shifted the entire ship to safely atop Alabathia's spine. Refugees from the surrounding regions huddled there alongside them. But it was not long before disputes over the dwindling supply of food led to violence and bloodshed. Welcome back, Poji. Saddened by the sight, Njonkref gathered to him his crew and his grateful passengers, and abandoned the ark to those dreaded peaks. They journeyed to the coast where they built a new ship, intent upon returning to the northern seas. They landed on the beach of an island and settled upon that very spot. That settlement prospered and grew, and in time it became the city of Charlian we live in to this day. Alright. Looks like we have completed our things. Ooh, I'm getting an EP. Sorry, were you waiting long? I wanted to make sure I'd borrowed at least a few promising volumes. Alphino and Kryl should also be along shortly. I was delayed in similar fashion. As far as I could see, no titles in the Archon stacks mentioned the final days specifically, so we have no choice but to start with the tangentially relevant tomes, if they are even that. At present, the plan is to skim through as quickly as we dare, and share our discoveries as we make them. It would have been nice to invite everyone to the estate. Plenty of comfortable places to read, and a ready supply of hot tea. Oh, I was always quite fond of reading outside. But it's not about the little pleasures, is it? You miss your home. It's been difficult. After our arrival, we managed to speak with one of the family servants and ask how things were. It seemed our dear father has instructed the staff that even if Alphino and I were to return to Charlian, we were not to be allowed across the threshold. A harsh measure indeed. I hope that our efforts to understand his position, and that of the Forum, will perhaps lead to a reconciliation. We'll mend this rift one day, I'm certain of it. And what of you, Graha? Have you been to visit your family, or do they not live here in the city? Ah, well, my situation is also somewhat complicated. I was raised in Charlian, yes, but I was born rather further away. In the southern reaches of Ilsabard, in fact. For generations, my people have dwelt in Corvos, the coastal region opposite the island of Thavner. The Elegans founded a city in that fertile land, and by ship brought in the subjugated tribes of the Makode to serve as laborers. Of course, the massive earthquakes of the Fourth Umbral Calamity brought an end to the Empire's reign, and when the Fifth Calamity froze the seas solid, many of the tribes still living in Corvos braved the journey back to Eorzea. My ancestors, however, chose to remain, that they might prevent the remnants of Allagan technology from being misused. Isn't Corvos under Gallian rule? For the past 50 years, yes. Some semblance of local culture remains, as is the case for most imperial provinces, but Garlemald renamed the region Locus Omenus. When I was a boy, a nearby town came under the jurisdiction of an illustrious imperial family, the nobles of House Darnus. Wow. House Darnus demonstrated a singular interest in Allagan civilization, and so my tribe was forced to consider a plan of action. For some time already, voices have been raised in favor of abandoning our ancient customs. After all, the Allagan Eye no longer passed to our eldest children as reliably as it once had. Fear of discovery eventually tipped the scales, and the decision was made to bury our ties to the knowledge and traditions of Allag. As the last child born with the Allagan Eye, I was given over to the custody of friends and the students of Baldessian, who had me registered as a Charlian student, a Charlian citizen. I never even considered. Forgive me, it was an unkind question. Even Thancred was taken in by Archon Louisoix, was he not? Stories of adopted waifs and rescued orphans are more common among Charlians than you might think. Yet, regardless of our origins, we are all provided with an equal opportunity to learn, and with sufficient perspicacity, we outsiders can even earn the vaunted title of Archon. 'Tis exactly why I have such a love for this country, and why I wish it to remain a nation of which its citizens can be proud. Hear, hear. Another good reason to get to the bottom of the Forum's stubbornness, aside from the trifling matter of our impending doom. Excuse us while we try to make some headway into these books, Ahty. More company should be arriving any moment now. Yes, Poji, that's me. We've returned with our selections. Although, I must say, the pickings were quite slim indeed. Mistress Kryle has already flicked through every history book devoted to disasters, and more than a few which barely made mention of them. As such, We'll be looking into research papers. We will be looking into research papers on the umbral calamities, as well as articles written by prominent forum members. Perhaps their knowledge of the final days comes with an unexpected source. Speaking of which, might I ask you a few questions related to the final days? I'm the only one here who didn't witness the events of Amarat firsthand, and fear I may be overlooking critical details. My thanks. Now, where to begin? Sneaking out to head to bed. Thanks for having me tonight. Hell yeah, Ruffy. Ruffy, you are always welcome. Always, always. And you make things so fun when you pop in. So thank you for coming by tonight, Ruffy. Get some good heckin' sleep. First things first. What kind of phenomena did the ancients encounter as the final days grew nigh? A complete destabilization of creation magics. Good night, Ruffy. Yes, the unfolding catastrophe wrought havoc on all manner of life. The chaos extended to the ancients themselves, causing the powers of creation to spiral out of control. Fear and despair manifested in terrible, tangible fashion. Meteors raining from the sky, fire erupting from the ground, indescribable abominations prowling the streets. That more or less aligns with my understanding. If only the arts of creation had survived until the present day, we might have had something substantial to analyze. To the best of our knowledge, however, those techniques were not preserved or passed on. Y'shtola surmises that the closest known magic is that of the summoning rituals promulgated by the Assyrians. Okay. Was there aught else of note which heralded the approach of the final days? They say it began with a keening sound from the land itself. Ah yes, the Amaratines spoke of it, didn't they? We never did hear the sound ourselves, of course, thrust as we were into the midst of the madness. But it seems that each and every one of the catastrophes was preceded by this ominous noise. Eventually it resounded all across the star, and not even Amarat was spared. So the ground was crying out, you say? To be considered the harbinger of doom, it must have been quite distinctive, and possibly quite loud. I'll have to speak with one of Numenon's Mehmets, and ask for any books which make mention of such a sound. Last but not least, would you describe how the ancients sought to quell this unprecedented calamity? What definitive action did they take? They summoned Zodiark. Yes, with Elidibus serving as his heart, so many gave themselves in sacrifice to bring him into being. We do not know exactly how Zodiark brought salvation to the star, only that by his godlike will were the laws of nature set right. Then, once the balance was redressed, the ancients offered up further sacrifice to heal the ravages of the final days. Lives sprouted anew, and it was these fledgling souls they intended to render unto Zodiark, a trade that would have allowed them to resurrect the shades of loved ones absorbed by the primal. Or might have, had Vanan and her fellows not manifested their opposition in the form of Hydaelyn. Thank you, both of you, for the detailed review. I feel much more confident now in my understanding of events. With all that freshly in mind, it does make me wonder what the Telophoroi truly mean when they speak of bringing back the final days. We've seen what they're doing with the towers of theirs. In forcing people to summon primals, a kind of catalyst? Are they attempting to mirror the conditions caused by unstable creation magics? Or are they simply using the final days as a figure of speech, a convenient metaphor for the scale of destruction they plan to unleash? But this is all just pointless conjecture at this point. Let us return our attention to the forum, shall we? We should keep an eye out for your Stola, but 'tis time we began studying these research papers. There she is, my wife! I'm the last, am I? Well, my extended search of the Archon stacks produced one or two possibly useful books, but I wouldn't get your hopes up. If you recall, Uranger learned of the source's reflections from the Grun oracles. Before its potential to cause panic and confusion, that tome was deemed apocrypha and sealed away in the Great Gubal Library. It is even less likely that knowledge of the unsundered world, not to mention the horrors of the final days, should be left sitting on a shelf for any curious scholar to find. It stands to reason that my colleagues, be they archons or counselors, should perforce be largely ignorant of the subject. Yet when you confronted Master Fortuno with knowledge of the Telophoroi and their machinations, he scoffed at the suggestion that they posed a threat. He seemed adamant that the forum would know the final days were truly upon us, which only supports the conclusion that whatever privileged wisdom is guiding the forum's behavior, it is being kept secret from the rest of the nation. Not that I mean to excuse myself from reading duty. Whether they contain mention of the final days or no, these books could yet hold something of value. You weren't thinking of leaving, were you? There's plenty of work for everyone. That's right. You labor for what feels like an age as Y'shtola's research assistant. Alright. Oh dear, you look exhausted. But what about your studies? Were you able to find any books on the subjects I mentioned? Then the day was well spent. Should you wish to read them again, a Mehmet at the reference desk will point you in the right direction. For the moment, though, I suggest you take a well-deserved rest. We might be occupied with our research for quite some time. All right. So, I'm friggin' exhausted. I can't go any further.
Library research is exhausting.
Well, that and I had an especially trying day at work today, so I think I'm probably gonna wrap up. I think I'm just gonna call it here.
It's fine. I'm gonna go eat myself.
Yeah. Ahty is number 2 to I am. Plus, I have some Roma tomatoes in the refrigerator, as well as half of an avocado I desire to consume this second. So
I was cheap.
Yeah. Let's find a bean. Let's find a bean.
You are precious and wonderful.
No, you're precious and wonderful.
I know where we could find a bean.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, in your desk, in a can.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say in a can in a can that was put there by a man in a factory downtown. Nobody laughed. Nobody knows that song, do they?
I don't.
The Presidents of the United States of America, the song.
Song?
No.
Peaches come from a can. Millions of peaches for me. Millions of peaches for free. You don't know that song?
No.
I'd have peaches every day. I'd have peaches every way.
No.
Oh,
Nope.
that makes me so sad.
Buddha, 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 Buddha.
But is it free Shavakadu? Yes, it is free Shavakadu.
I'm sorry, the peaches were lost to time.
Peaches, they come in a can. They were put there by a man in a factory downtown. Yeah, oh god, that song is a fucking classic. They also did a song called Kitty.
Kitty, kitty, kitty.
Kitty.
It's like, fuck you, Kitty, you're gonna spend the night outside. Kitty ate my food and I wanna touch it. I gotta listen to that song again, oh my god.
Looking at Koji. Koji's getting looked at.
You're looking at me. I'm looking at my list to see if I can find Ahty a bean.
So,
Beanification.
Poji, have you checked the tracking disposition of the things that I sent? Have you done that lately?
What?
The tracking.
The what?
The
I
tracking.
have not. No, I have not.
You should.
I should.
I want to say that that everything is going to show up Monday, but I could be wrong.
I have a friend in Endwalker, but they're like in the middle of Endwalker or something. I don't know. I didn't look too hard for fear of death.
Let's see.
All I know is I didn't recognize what they were doing. The stream tells
I'm
that.
not sure where to put that tracking number.
Oh, you just put it into Google.
I'll tell you where to put it. Up your butt.
Did not match any documents. Google didn't know what to do with that.
Okay, that's weird. I'm gonna have to check that later.
Who did you ship it?
What? I shipped.
Who did you ship it with?
UPS.
Raid that one.
There we go.
Ooh.
Tracking number you entered is not valid.
Maybe I
Raid that one on it.
Maybe I copied and pasted it wrong.
Raid first, tracking number later.
I don't even know what I'm looking at right now. Maybe I'm not feeling Pokemon tonight. I'm doing Pokemon tomorrow. Y'all want to watch? Okay, so here's the toss-up. Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, or Repo. What do y'all want to see tonight?
On the one hand, Diamond and Pearl remakes instilled within me a burning rage. On the other hand, Repo is oversaturated at the moment.
That's true. Well, let's see. Let's get some perspective here. How long has everyone been going? Okay, so Repo person, I know for a fact is probably gonna go for like another 2 hours. The person who's playing Pokemon, I'm not so sure. I'm kind of tempted to just go the Repo route anyway, just to kind of keep the vibe going.
painters made them.
All right. I think I'm gonna go the repo route because I think continuing the vibe is a good idea.
Yeah, don't throw the tracking number around willy-nilly, because some will just scrape it, and that's a bad.
I wasn't. Ahty said it was UPS, so I went to UPS.
Okay.
But it also says that the tracking number is wrong, so.
UPS.fuck.
Alright, so let's do the thing. I think we're gonna go visit our very favorite blue-red panda.
Blue-red panda.
That would be Blue Zest. Blue Zest.
Zesty one, yeah.
Yeah, Blue Zest is a super cozy bean. That's super funny. Oh my gosh, super funny.
How funny is super funny?
It's like so. It's so funny. Like the funniest person you'd ever meet. But I'm gonna deafen up, and I will return to the call once the raid completes. BRB. Alrighty, let me go get that. Let me get that raid started. There we are. We got it started. So, where is it? There it is. That's the wrong one. All right, where is Blue Zest? Blue Zest, where are you? There you are. We're gonna go visit Blue Zest. Blue Zest is a super good bean. I adore them. Zest is a great heckin' bean. So when we get on over there, y'all should definitely go follow and watch. Blue Zest is a super good bean. So folks, thank you so much for coming tonight. Thank you so much. The next time I'm going to be live is tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. PST. We're going to be playing some more Pokemon Mystery Dungeon with Yorialu, and that's going to be a really good time. So don't forget, 9 a.m. PST. If you're awake, cool. If not, whatever. Because that night, we're going to be playing some Final Fantasy also. We're going to be picking up where we left off tonight. Tomorrow night at 6 p.m. PST. So that's going to be a good time, too. So hopefully, I'll be able to see y'all at both streams. Or maybe one or the other. At least once tomorrow. I would love to see you. But at any rate, I'm running out of time. As is always, take care of yourselves and each other. Be well, stay safe, and I will see you tomorrow. But have a good night and rest well. Good night. Good night. Bye. Bye.